sure that there's a solution for that. Dito naman kayo.
What's your reaction about the issue with the bishops and priests?
Well, I think that was a non-issue. It was only played up by I feel that they're trying to look for an issue. You're talking about 7 million peso case against 150 million for intelligence fund, 20 million for this, 20 million for that, and a lot of other things. Yung PR money of about 7.2 billion over a 5-year period. 7.2 billion, yung 7 million. You know what is 7 million against 7.2 billion? It is 1,000 of the case, but they focus on this. Tapos sinabi pa na Pajero, hindi pa pala Pajero. Mga pick-up and service vehicles. But to me, it's really a non-issue, and I can commiserate with the bishops, but they handle it in a very Christian way, in a very prayerful way, and that's how it should be. I am anti-RH. I'm one of the spokespersons being asked by the CBCP. I've gone all over the country. In fact, this afternoon I'll be part of a program sponsored by the CBCP in Adamson University. I'll be reporting on the status of the so-called RH bill, how is the fight. I've appeared on television, I've appeared in debates. We won debates on TV. It was a Channel 2, we won after the debate that lasted for about 2 hours, a very heated debate. When the callers, when the viewers texted their response, we won by a margin of 69% to 31%. Panalo kami, panalo tayo. Our explanation dito, marami, it's not just religion, but it's demographic, scientific, medical, legal, and social. This is not just a religious issue, it's an economic issue, it's a demographic issue, and medical and scientific issue. Anyway, if you want to listen to my presentations, just put Roilo Golez, RH, Productive Health on YouTube. I have a lot of postings there. All my lectures and speeches all over the country. Weird, you're asking that. You know, Spratlys, it's a conglomeration of several islands, reefs, islands. Some are very small, some are appear only during low tide and disappear during high tide. But it's very important. If you look at the map of the, in fact, I have also a PowerPoint presentation on the Spratlys, and I think it's very important for you to know this because this is your future, this is part of your future. Most of the Spratlys, especially the upper part, mahaba kasi yung Spratlys ko, it is almost as long as the Palawan Island. But most of the upper half are within our exclusive economic zone. Our exclusive economic zone is the body of water that is projected from about from 200 nautical miles out into the open sea. And under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, we have sovereign rights and power over the exploitation of natural resources, living and non-living, within our exclusive economic zone. Living would be marine resources. There's plenty of protein in that area. Food, fish. Non-living would be oil and natural gas. I understand from geologists that the oil reserve there can amount to about 125 billion barrels of oil. And if you measure it at, let's say, about $100 per barrel, that would amount to about 12.5 trillion dollars. And just to show you how big $1 trillion is, or $12.5 trillion is, that amounts to about 480 million pesos, no? 1 trillion pesos at the ratio of exchange rate of 40 to 1. Our budget is about 1.7 trillion pesos per annum as a government budget. So ilagay mo na lang sa 2 trillion ang budget natin. So that amounts to about 200 years of budget kung makuha natin yan. But the Chinese are claiming it. Sabi nila, kanila raw. What they did was they drew a U-shaped figure around the South China Sea, and without any rhyme or reason, without any geographical justification, legal or constitutional justification, sabi nila, akin ito, amin ito. Ganun lang kasimple. But of course, we should resist that diplomatically, and we're happy that we're being supported by other countries, ASEAN, the US, Australia, and other powers in the area. So atin yung practice.
Sir, going back to the RH, what is your what reaction with Noynoy seemingly supporting the RH?
Well, actually, it's not very clear whether he's supporting the RH bill. You know, one has to distinguish between RH as an advocacy and the bill. You know, if you ask me, nobody can argue against reproductive health. It's good for all of us, reproductive health. In the same way that it's good to have cardiovascular health, it's good to have a healthy liver, it's good to have a very healthy digestive system. It's good. But as they say, the devil is in the details. It is in the details. For example, what am I objecting to? Primarily, the use of public funds for contraceptives and condoms. Imagine they want to spend at least 3 billion pesos to procure contraceptives and condoms for a problem that I feel does not exist in the gravity that they're trying to project. Imagine you want to prevent the birth of 200,000 babies when there are about 200,000 Filipinos that need the 3 billion pesos for education, for health. Doon dapat ilagay yung pera na yan. Pagdating naman sa reproductive health, yung mga primary aspects of the reproductive health bill, practically all of that are already contained in another Republic Act. This is Republic Act 9710. Ito tinatawag na women, Magna Carta for women. It's all there. Yung breastfeeding and cervical cancer and maternal health care, etc., etc. Ano din? I don't know why, but I suspect they just want to sugarcoat